Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Workaholics. So this is a show that my girlfriend Jess and I have been binging over last couple months and just finished up all 7 seasons of the show. And obviously I knew who Adam Devine was, seen Adam Devine popping up in a lot of different things, whether it's Pitch Perfect or Isn't It Romantic, Mike and Dave, all those different kinds of things. I kind of knew who Blake Anderson was from a couple of things that I've seen him in. I saw Anders Home in, I think it was Fast Five, which was that Chris Rock movie. But I never knew where they came from, and honestly, I was watching this Disney Plus series about like people talking about how they came up and where they came from, and Adam Devine talked about Workaholics. I'm like, I've never heard of Workaholics. So start watching this. The show's really funny. This is raunchy and like a pothead show, just off the rails kind of thing. Workplace humor, has that those aspects that like say The Office has in terms of all the workplace drama, except like to the next level as they work at Telemaricor, which is just telemarketing firm, and how these three even keep their jobs is because, you know, it's a telemarketing firm. And between the show over the course of the 7 seasons, it gets progressively more outrageous. And by the 7th season, some of these episodes were pretty big scale humor concepts. And some of the crazy ones, like over the seasons, is like they did backyard wrestling and had Ben Stiller involved. And like Dolph Lundgren was in an episode, them trying to impress him and like giving blood. And like the last season had a whole bunch of crap, whether it's like they thought that they were being hunted by Fortune 500 board members played by Biff from Back to the Future and Carrie Elwes, and just like so many crazy different cameos. Like the last season had a lot of crazy cameos, like Dennis Quaid was in it, Topher Grace was a drug dealer, like craziness. And like Jack Black was Adam Devine's dad, or was he his dad? Some kind of relative. But like it worked because like Adam Devine kind of reminds me a lot of like young Jack Black. And with just the energy and everything, and I guess focusing on the 3 main leads here, I really hated Anders. Like I did not like him at all throughout this series, and like he is kind of the straight man here, I guess, but like I wasn't a huge fan of him. And like Blake, I enjoy. He's a lot of fun. Adam, though, honestly was like the big part of this show out of the 3 of them. That was like the driving force. His idiocy is just off the charts, and how obnoxious and how much he'll commit to a joke. And it's so crazy some of the laughs he got out of me during this show. But honestly, for me, the show was great because of a lot of the supporting characters. I loved Alice. Mary Beth Monroe is so great as their boss. I just loved every moment she was on screen. And like Jillian Bell, who I didn't realize like started here, she's great. And she's really funny in this show. And she really gets to flex her comedic strengths. And it really works. And then you have people like Kyle Newachuk, who is a co-creator of the show, is their drug dealer, and he was actually Jess's favorite character. He just has like all these weird running gags with him and these different situations. Wayman, the silent Asian guy in the office, but like honestly, Montez is played by Eric Griffin, is absolutely hilarious in the show. And he's such an amazing supporting character that gets so many laughs. His relationship with his wife, how was it, Alice Bergen or Alex Borstein from who's in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Their whole entire situation. There's a whole entire episode where Blake was pretending to be Montez, like gave Montez's picture on online dating, and dealt with catfishing, and like it turned out Blake was the catfish, but like the whole entire thing where this woman gets roped in to all of Montez and his wife's crazy sexual fantasies, like that episode was hilarious and I loved every moment of it. The show has so many great gags. It does fun office things. It's just off the wall. Here's the thing though. I didn't really care about these characters. This isn't like The Good Place. This isn't like Parks and Rec. Or The Office to an extent where like I actually cared about some of those characters and what happened to them. To be honest, I didn't give a crap what happened to Adam, Blake, or Anders because it's like bad things happening to them were the crux of the whole entire thing. And they're not really likable people, so I didn't mind them going through hell each episode for my own amusement. And that's tough. That's why I don't think this show's ever going to be like up here for me. I just didn't care that much about the characters. But I laughed a lot, and it had its moments every season all the way up until the end. So I was a pretty big fan of this show, and I'll definitely, like, if this is on and I want some laughs, I'll definitely go back to Workaholics and watch some episodes. But those are my thoughts on Workaholics. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.